Hello, and what is up, guys? My name is Jager-M from Screencasterz, doing a deck profile update of my Cyber Dragons. It's a really fun deck. This is my rank 5 build. It's my only build of Cyber Dragons, but it is my favorite build of the deck. It has some really explosive plays, a really heavy combo-oriented OTK style deck. Well, kind of. If you have Power Bond and 2 Cyber Dragons in your hand, you kind of have, you know, herp, derp, derp. But without further ado, let's get into the Cyber Dragon deck profile. It has went through a few changes as well. Alright, first things first. 3 Cyber Dragon, he is your standard beat stick of the deck. Opening up with him and a Power Bond is almost a guaranteed win. And we want to see this guy as soon as possible. Rocking 3 Cyber Dragon Core as always. He's one of my favorite cards in the deck. He searches out your repair plans. It's the only card he can search out, but it's still such a really powerful card. It searches out your Jager-M in a sense. He counts a Cyber Dragon in the field and in the graveyard, and machine duping this guy guarantees you 2 free original Cyber Dragons. What is there not to like? This guy. I still don't like Dre, but for the consistency of the deck, for the sake of consistency for the deck, and for the sake of just having a good deck in general, I am rocking 3 Dre's once again. I was, for the longest time, advocating only 2 Cyber Dragon Dre. Well, I guess it's Dre. I just call him Dre out of habit, because I've been calling that for like a year now. He's one of the best cards of the deck, I guess. I have to say that. Because if you have him and Core, they both become level 5, you know. But he limits you. If you use his effect, you cannot special summon any monsters except for machines for the entire turn. Not like Music and Scripts, you can't work around that. If you summon Pleiades, you can't use his effect, so he's level 4. Sometimes you don't want to use the effect, kind of like when you want to go into Pleiades. So he does give you access to your rank 4s, so that's a plus. He's also Cyber Dragon on the field and graveyard, so you just normal summon him, Power Bond him with the Cyber Dragon in your hand, and, you know, pretty cool. 3 Galaxy Soldiers, a really good card. Basically, he took up the slot for the Machina engine, but he is searchable with Cyber Repair Plant as well. Every card in the main deck, all the monsters are all searchable with Cyber Repair Plant. But yeah, you can discard your Cyber Dragon Core, special summon him, and he fills up that lost hand advantage by adding another copy of himself for your deck to your hand. So that's pretty cool. He also is a light machine, so he's kind of like an honorary Cyber Dragon, so pretty cool. Last of the monsters, 2 Golden Jet. I did cut the Ghost Ships and Elton in completely for consistency, because all these are searchable with Cyber Repair Plant. But if this guy's name was Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, I would play 3 of these guys and just ditch the Dre's entirely. But what you gonna do? He is searchable with Cyber Repair Plant. He's a light machine, basically. He's level 4 on the field. Once per turn, he increases level by 1. So you can see what you do there. You just normal summon them. Well, special summon your Cyber Dragon, normal summon them, make them level 5, make Pleiades, make anything you want. You don't have to make machines with them, but you can, so that's always a good plus. So that's it for the monsters of the deck. Onto the spells. 3 Upstart Goblins. You are playing a very heavy combo-oriented, you know, when you go into Overloop, OTK style of deck, so consistency is key. You gotta get to those key pieces for your plays. 3 Cyber Repair Plant. There's no reason not to run it. It's like the best spell in the deck, other than Power Bond. When you have 3 different you have 3 Cyber Dragons in the graveyard, activate both effects in sequence. But typically going to use to add a light machine for your deck to your hand. So you can search out your Golden Jet, like any of these guys. It's pretty cool. Even the original, you know, all searchable. 3 Power Bond is by far the best spell in the deck. Opening with this is kind of mandatory for the deck. You have to get into your Power Bond. Yes, you have your rank 5s, but if you are playing a Cyber Dragon deck, you have to have like 3 Power Bonds. I know this is a card a lot of people are kind of iffy about playing 3. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. Never 1, of course, but you always want to see it. And yes, it does hurt your consistency having 3 of them, because if you draw multiples, yeah, that kind of sucks. But the good things outweigh the bad things, so that's the best way to explain him. 3 Forbidden Lance. I upped it to 3. You gotta protect the plays. When you have to pick Power Bond, it's kind of a given. You're going for game. Either you win or they win. That's kind of how the deck always is. Yeah. So, you gotta protect your boss monster. You gotta make sure that those 2 attacks go through. So, yeah, Forbidden Lance. Make him unimmune by tracks. Lowering the 800 attack is not a bad thing, since it's gonna be like 56. Onto the 2-ubs. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. I never was, like, mad or angry about having this card in the main. It's done wonderfully. MST, a Solemn Warning. MST, you know, like, any of the back row traps that you can't chain Lance to, like the counter traps. It's really good, and it does its work. 2 Machine Duplication. I love my first dead ultis. They're both beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Basically, Machine Dupe on core, get 2 free actual Cyber Dragons. What's there not to like? 2 Fusion Conscription. And 2 Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion, I have the same theory Instant Fusion as Fusion Conscription. If you can only activate the effect once per turn, you do not want to run 3. You want to run 1 to 2. So you do 2 Instant Fusions. You bring out your Panzer Dragon. You could run Norden, but realistically, you won't bring him out as much as Panzer. Fusion Conscription. Basically, you want to activate this after all your Cyber Dragon shenanigans have been done. So that's a good thing as well. It is once per turn, both of these, so you only need 2. Onto the 1-ubs. 1 Limited Removal, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Regeki. A Regeki for the board wide Foolish Burial. It could be actually a Monster Reborn if you think about it, because you can send core. If you're going second, your opponent has a monster, typically banish the core, get a free monster. Yay. Limited Removal. The true OTK button of Cybers. If you have a field full of Cybers and you limit it, all going to be 42 beat sticks. Dry is going to be 3,600. You know, there's a lot of cool things you can do with that. Galaxy Soldier would be 4,000 if he's in attack mode. So yeah, it's amazing this card is still at 1. Woo woo woo. On the traps, you only do 3. Double Trap Stun, and the 1 Black Horn of Heaven. A lot of people still give me hate for Black Horn of Heaven, but I still love this card. The reason you don't want to run Solemn Judgment, of course not, Solemn Warning in the deck, and you want to run Black Horn instead, is because Solemn Warning does pay a lot of cost. 2,000 life points may seem a little bit, but in this deck it means a lot. You pay a lot of life points. With the Power Bombs, you always want to assume it doesn't go well. The Instant Fusions, if you have core and they run into them, that's gonna be a lot of damage. You want to hurt yourself as little as possible. The more damage you do to yourself is basically killing yourself for your opponent. So Black Horn has no cost, so yay. Double Trap Stun. I'm thinking about cutting him for breakthrough skills. Solely because we do have a lot of main decked back row hate with the MSTs and Forbidden Lances. And Trap Stun, I'd like the preemptive Trap Stun to stop the counter traps, like the start of my turn, but I might take these out for breakthrough skills, because we don't have much monster effect negation. So that is an option. So that is the main deck. Onto the extra deck. It has been a long day. So, 2 Panzer Dragon. These are instant fusion targets. He's a light machine. So yeah, basically honorary Cyber Dragon from Duelist Alliance. For your fusion power bond targets, 2 Cyber Twin. You only need 2. You don't want to run 3 because the extra deck is kind of tight, actually. Last of the fusions, 1 Barbroid. You can only make this guy when Nova dies by an opponent's card effect. So yeah, he's not consistently coming out, but he is good a good option. Also negates Fire and Ice Hand. Onto the Xyzes. 1 Sky Cavalry. 1 Gear Gigant for the everything that's not rank 5s. Sometimes I found myself with 2 Cyber Dragon cores on the field. Yeah, that's fine. It's just, I want to have an option so I don't just leave myself open without power bombs. So, it's pretty good. It's doing pretty well in tests. I brought him out like twice, so it's not that bad at all. Very viable. Not often, but he is possible. Gear Gigant. Sometimes when you don't activate during his effect, you bring him back with Nova. Yeah, he's going to be level 4, so getting a free search is a lot better. You could cut this for Castel if you feel the need for it. Onto the rank 5s. 2 Novas. You only need 2. You could try 3, but I really prefer 2. You don't need 3. Because if you do the Nova loop, that's going to be an OTK, so yay. Bring back your Cyber Dragon, boost himself up. On to the other rank 5s. Double Pleiades. Him and Nova are the 2 I bring out most in the extra deck. And it makes good sense. Sometimes you just have to sit on your Pleiades so your opponent doesn't get to you, so he's pretty good. A good first turn play, at the very least. Out the rest of them. 1 Volcasaurus, 1 Shark Fortress, 1 Tyrus Cooper of Genesis, and 1 Wind-Up Arsenals in Mayo. Pop 2 set cards that could be monsters if they're face down. Tyrus just beat the shit out of all that back row. He doesn't care. It's a he, actually, because Adrius is the girl. Counterpart, Shark Fortress, sometimes you need more OTK push, why not? And it protects core if he's on the field with him. Volcasaurus for that burn, because we don't want to run Cowboy. So that is the Cyber Dragon deck profile update, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any comments, suggestions on how to make the deck better, please comment down below. I'll be answering you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have anything else to tell me, please comment down below. I'll be replying to all you guys as usual. Click the description to see the Facebook and Twitter plays, or we'll see you in the next video. See you guys!